What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I would first off like to start off by apologizing for how late this video is. It was planned for late January, early February. Clearly, things didn't go as planned, simply because we are towards the end of February. So my 1 month review of BackMarket slash the M1 MacBook Pro kind of got pushed to 2 months. But here we are now, and again, I just want to apologize for it. So I would first like to start off by saying that this MacBook is unfortunately one of the best MacBooks that I've ever gotten. Um, this is the M1 MacBook Pro 13 inch from 2020, late 2020, not early, with 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. I paid around $600 for it, which is a little pricey, I know. But when you think about it, the M1 chip kind of does exactly everything that I need. Every multitasking, I guess, task I put it up to, it's held up perfectly fine. So schoolwork, video editing, YouTube videos, multiple tabs open all at once. Everything kind of just runs smoothly. I haven't really ran into any problems with it. I think the only time I had a problem with it was when I had to restart it once because things were kind of like crashing down a little bit. But after that restart, everything has been perfectly fine with this MacBook. The only caveat that I have with this specific computer is that it has some scratches and some scuffs on the body. The insides of the MacBook are perfectly fine, screen and everything. I'm gonna have to blur that because that's a little project that I have working in the works later on. So this is kind of like what I have my setup as right now. I'll probably do a more in-depth guide or slash video of like what I have set up here. But the inside of this MacBook, body-wise, perfectly like perfectly refurbished, perfectly restored. I've seen no scuffs or scratches. The screen is in perfect condition. If you guys can't tell, I do have a matte screen protector on it. I know that most people won't like the fact that I have a matte screen protector on my MacBook, but it's a 6-year-old MacBook, guys. And this specific MacBook, I have everything that you're not supposed to have other than a keyboard cover because I hate those things. So the screen protector and the case itself. The reason why I have the case itself is because I don't do well when it comes to scuffs or scratches. I get easily distracted when I see them. And if I see them within like a 10-minute period, I will be in this area where I'm like, oh, it's there. And it just bothers me throughout like the whole day pretty much. And I don't understand why I am that way, but it just is. And if I feel it at that, I could be working and I'll be like rubbing against the scuff or the scratch. So I got a case on it. As you can see, I have stickers. These aren't stickers. They're not stuck onto the machine, nor are they stuck onto the case either. These are like little photos that I made with Cricut, by the way. So this thing runs Cricut perfectly fine, very smooth. I'll run like YouTube videos or Netflix in the background, and everything just works with this MacBook. Again, I haven't really had any problems with it. Overall, I think BackMarket did a really good job with restoring, refurbishing, or upgrading. And the reason why I say upgrading is because I can't find a 16 gigabyte variant of this specific MacBook anywhere. So I don't know if it was even an option, but every time I search for it, it brings up the 14-inch M1 Pro or M1 Max variants of the chip. So I'm not sure if they kind of upgraded it on their own. But overall, it has been working exactly as I need it to be working as, if not even better. If only I was still into photography, I could go ahead and test it in like Lightroom or Photoshop, things like that. But again, overall, this MacBook has been amazing. I use it for school, arts and crafts, like with Cricut. I was using it with my silhouette portrait for a little bit, but I kind of left the silhouette behind after I got the Cricut. Video editing, any video that I make, I edit on this MacBook. I definitely need to switch to DaVinci or what's it called? Final Cut. I don't really want to pay for Final Cut. But it's a very daunting task and I have no idea how to use them. So yes, I'm still in iMovie. I definitely need to up my game on my editing and my videos. But overall, I think the formula is working for now. So while I grow a little bit, I'll probably go into more like DaVinci Resolve, kind of learn everything and just go from there. As for BackMarket themselves, I think that they're a pretty good company. I just, the only thing I would say that I don't really like about them is they keep emailing me to review like the MacBook, which I do plan on doing because I feel like they did a pretty good job with the one that I got specifically. So I like to share my experiences with items that I specifically get. And honestly, I would say 5 stars because it, even though it has scratch and scuffs on it, I did get the good version of it. So it's kind of to be expected. It's very clear on their website when you click good, like it shows like what kinds of scratches or scuffs will be on the device that you are getting. So I think overall they get like 5 stars from me. I will say take that with a grain of salt, however, because I have seen the bad side of it as well on YouTube, on Reddit, and things like that. And I know that people don't have the best experience with BackMarket, so that's very understandable. So take it with a grain of salt. I feel like it's a very personal basis where it's like, it's an individual thing. You might get something good, you might get something bad. I feel like there's always going to be a bad batch of these when it comes to refurbished / restored tech. But as for me personally, this computer has done amazing and I have no quarrels with this specific machine. Now, I do plan on doing a like accessory video of like what I use, just in case you guys are interested. I definitely do not recommend the case or the screen protector. I know I mentioned it earlier in the video, but the reason why I don't is because with the case, if you are like moving around with your laptop and like the slightest movement, it very much puts a lot of pressure on the hinges, which I know isn't the best thing for the laptop. And the screen protector, I believe it's because there's some kind of coating on the screen itself. My wallpaper is jumping back and forth because I have a specific application that I use for a live wallpaper here. Big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if you can't tell. Big fan of Pokemon if you guys can't tell. But all in all, I use it because it's a 6-year-old laptop. I got it for school, some video editing, and if I ever get back into photography, photo editing. But all in all, this machine is amazing. I have nothing bad to say about it. I know at the beginning, no, not even, towards the end of last year, I had the M4 Pro MacBook Pro with the 24 gigabytes of RAM and I believe 1 terabyte of storage. We were kind of in a rough place, so I ended up selling it. But that computer was amazing, and comparing it with this for what I use it for, I see no difference. The only thing that I wished was kind of on this computer was one, a full SD card reader, HDMI port, like all the ports that were on the M4 Pro MacBook Pro, I wish was on this computer, so I wouldn't have to use a USB hub. And I guess the color black, because I'm very big on my tech being like black and white, any neutral colors. Even my phone is kind of like a sage green. I would say that's kind of a neutral color. But I wish it was black, or I wish I got the silver one. I think when I originally got this MacBook, they didn't have the silver variant, so that kind of sucked. But all in all, this experience with this MacBook thus far, for the 2 months that I've had it, it has been amazing. So I can 100% recommend it. Personally, through my own experience, I can recommend it. Again, just take that with a grain of salt. And please don't blame me if anything goes wrong with your tech. I don't work for them. I don't work with them. I'm not sponsored. I just wanted to go ahead and tell you that personally, through my own experience, this has been a great experience. Um, but yeah, let's see. What else was I supposed to talk about? Oh, so if you guys kind of want to have an idea of the content that I'm going to be uploading throughout the month slash throughout the year, I have a Discord, which is going to be linked down below. If you guys pay attention to the announcements tabs, I kind of push out like monthly roadmaps of like ideas of what I want to do. They don't always follow through, kind of like my February roadmap. There's only like 5 more days within this month, and I think there's a couple other videos that I want to do, which I might do. I don't know if I want to push them out within like day by day with each other. That's kind of, I don't want to set that expectation of like, oh, I'm going to be like a daily vlogger or a daily uploader. That's not to be expected from me whatsoever. But I do post like kind of the ideas that I want on my Discord. Like earlier, I showed a little YouTube video, like a tutorial of something like I'm trying to learn. That's going to be a little surprise. It's not going to be a surprise. If you go to my Discord, you'll kind of get an idea of, oh, this is what he was watching. But yeah, if you guys want to keep up with my content and kind of want to know what to expect from me, my Discord is going to be the best place for kind of what I'm going to be pushing out. Also, with the upcoming roadmap, will most likely be streams coming up. Now, they're still to be decided, TBD. But once I have March kind of down and I get the ball rolling, I feel like I'll get a little more comfortable on the internet space. I think that's like my main thing right now is getting comfortable being in front of the camera again, talking like these headshots or even gaming with my face cam. It's been quite some time. I think the last time that I fully committed to face content where like I'm here front and center was back in 2019. But I can say I'm way more confident now, so I'm really hoping to get that ball rolling. And if you guys want to follow me for that journey, the Discord's going to be the best place. If you guys kind of just want to see when I post a video, Instagram's going to be the best place. Go ahead and follow me there, Nintendo. It'll also be linked down below. That way you guys don't have to search for it. You guys can just go ahead and click the link and follow me there. I usually post it on my story and they'll be on my highlights as well. Or if you guys kind of just want to see pictures from my IRL, like my real life, that's going to be the best place to go ahead and go as well. But I think that's all I have to say for this video. There might be more videos throughout this week. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. Again, I just had to get the ball rolling on this. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. But also tell me down below what I can improve on. That way I can kind of find a middle ground of content that you guys will enjoy. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.